I've been through enough scrutiny. I've been through enough hatred concerning what I'm passionate about, and questioned myself enough and checked myself enough to the point where I realised I need to just satisfy myself. Right, I'm sweating buckets, but hello guys, welcome back to You Know What It Is. You've always known what it is. It's been a hot minute, I know, but I have been doing real big things behind the scenes. I've been doing things that are going to elevate me into positions where I can help more, because I figured out who Talvin is. Talvin's authentic, Talvin's genuine. Talvin is not perfect. Talvin is God-fearing. Talvin has faith. Talvin is starting to love himself. And that for the period that's going to come across, obviously with a bit of arrogance and a bit of narcissism. But I have to make things about me, because what I'm going to represent in those positions, it's going to be a legacy of giving back, helping out, encouraging, and it's more than me. It's more than my generation. Hold on, I said I'm hot and I'm sweating, and I've still got this on because I'm conscious. Yeah. So okay. Oh my gosh, sweating as hell. Dab the face. I do have a fancy fan though that I can, but that'll look really. So what if it looked really? So anyway, let me catch up quickly because I'm talking a lot of crap. But yeah, basically, I've been reintroduced to family members again. Like, you know, I have not spoke to my dad for years, and his side of the family, we're back in touch. It's going well. But for the same reasons that I haven't spoke to them for so long are showing their ugly head. And listen, I'm not out here slamming my family. I love my family. But this is the truth. And if you guys, come on, you guys have got issues dealing with, you know, and you might just have people out the woodworks now, whether it's family, people that you were close to, friends, anything, partners, and you don't know how to gauge yourself in between it. Whilst in between that, I've had deaths. I'm having my musical outlets is the only thing I've had at this point in my creativity, and reaching goals with that are going to sustain my livelihood and still give back and entertain people, and not just that, give a good message, and not just that, leave a marker, an unusual marker in this chaos for people to follow suit in their direction. It's just that I'm an example. It's all I have, and it's not all I have, but these are my strong points, and I'm going to use them to the best of my ability. Use yours, you know, but don't think it has to be the way I'm doing it. I'll write a song and create something and deliver a performance that will enlighten something in you to be the best version of yourself, the way that you are and meant to be. You know, hey, for other artists out there that are looking up to me for certain reasons, you know, take what you will and move on with you and the best of you. Everybody that's doing a position that's helping others, please, you can take a lot from me. I've taken a lot from people like me or like you, and good inspiration from the Lord. You know, there are things in this life that we know are good, bad, right, wrong. We choose to mask it, cover it, excuse it, blah, blah, blah. Start with yourself. Start with your, start with your own discovery, the own discovery of who you are and what you want out of what you're doing. However you're doing it, you need to figure it out. Now, coming up for me, there are, like I told you, I worked in the Geese Theatre project, did the 2 little movie snippet performances based around getting support, help, care and love, which is what I represent. So that gave me an opportunity to show my acting skills, baby. And singing, songwriting, performance-wise, I've done so many covers. I do them in my own rendition, which I think as an artist is what you do. Brilliant, but it discredits the fact that I have written... Oh, sorry, someone new on my drive. Oh yeah, I need to just make sure it's down cameraman, because I haven't got everything the way it needs to be, the way I'd normally do it. Yeah, so what was I saying? So much. Yeah, so then I needed to have my own body of work because I'm getting discredited for what I can actually do, which is fathom something out of nothing and create it into something that everyone seems to kind of get. And if you don't get it, it's not meant to be for you. And that's what I get from other people, you know, other artists, other creators, other influencers, other artist covers ranges of like, I sing, songwrite, draw, act, perform, all the entertainment aspect of it too. And I do the behind the scenes and the creating. Now, put me down to do a law degree or get my maths on. I ain't that great, but my math kind of adds up. And it makes sense. I've been through enough scrutiny. I've been through enough hatred concerning what I'm passionate about, and questioned myself enough and checked myself enough to the point where I realized I need to just satisfy myself. So before I get too bitter about what I have let go in the past, let me hold on to my journey now. Figure it out. It's never too late to figure out what you want to do and be realistic about what you can uphold in that position and what you've got the energy for. You know, make sure there's an A to Z in what you're doing. I figured that out because whilst I'm trying to learn all the self-care, self-love, looking after myself and everything, I have still glitchy moments that take over this new person I'm developing into, which is still me, but I'm growing. Then old traits and old things that weren't beneficial towards me still come out. And that's the problem I was fighting with, because I thought you need to be perfect. It's all or nothing. No, find the middle ground. I had a friend recently who realized they were overworking and they're doing too much. And I was praising them on it actually, because I'm doing too much. But then, because I feel the guilt and worry that I'm not doing enough. But then, Alexa, pause. How dare you interrupt me? Alexa, pause. How dare you interrupt me? But then I realized there's an in-between, a balance that we all need to know and figure out. And I'm figuring mine. Come on. I'm having fun while I'm doing it and I'm learning. I'm guarded without being bitter. I get jealous and I aspire from healthy competition, but I realize my worth, my boundaries, my limitations, my goals, my everything, and that don't make me want to be the other person. That's in the heat of jealousy. Everybody feels that. I just see it as healthy competition or inspiration. Everyone has a thought. It's where you take it next, just like with racism, homophobia, prejudice, ageism, fat shaming, you know, all the rest of it that comes into it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a thought process because we have been conditioned somewhat, and we are led to believe we have our own independent way of thinking, but we do. But remember that when you're governed by a whole bunch of situations and people, like a big family or anything like that, you think that's the whole world, especially if you've grown into that. So right about now, I realize I'm free. Thank you, Lord. and I don't say that to mock. I say that because I like to call him out, because in Jesus' name I have so much grace, and that's my faith. Find something for you. It works. It all makes sense in the end. Just figure something out more than you, because when you only think of you, you are only gonna rest on your stupid decisions and your stupid things, that patterns that you can't creep yourself out of just yet. But it's a possibility. Yo. So anyway, my targets, my goals, they are being reached, but so slowly for me to pick things apart and take time for the next stage. And if this is encouraging to anybody that I shouldn't be encouraging, well, hoo-ha. If you got the message, there's something within you that knows you can do better for yourself and then towards other people, but it starts with you. So if you want to be nice, start being nice and giving out love in the right way, but love yourself first, because you won't be giving it out in the right way, because you wouldn't know what it is unless you know what it is, how to receive it and get it, feel it and share it. All right, you've had enough from me, but literally everything will be coming up once I get the full body of work. together, you will see what that is. Well, you know what I do. So take the notions I'm giving you and put it together. Some people click, some people won't. And it's not all about me. Like, who am I? Hey, who am I for you to be? I found, I just spotted something. Love lives here, but if you notice, if you use one of these artificial hearts, where does it drop? Oh! Before it goes to the floor, it drops here. Love lives there. No. Yeah, mind you, I thought behind me, it could land on my backside. It could land on the floor, but love lives anywhere, baby. And I know that for sure. So, as much as the whole lane of people may be speaking like me, well, not like me, everyone's individual, maybe coming across with the whole, here's some life tips just because I'm living a certain way, they're not living that way, or maybe they are and giving advice. I'm there for the people who haven't got older brothers, a gay best friend, who haven't got the ambiguous notion of somebody just encouraging them. I encourage my straight brothers, my gay brothers, my beautiful taking queens in how to be the best of a queen alongside a king, if they're asking for that advice, and single women who just want to live in a material world because they are material. Gil. Those kind, so. When people ask if I'm genuinely happy, I am. I'm going through things, real things, but I've learned that if I sustain my character and who I am without vainful pressure to keep doing so, then hey, I'll keep doing it, because at the end of the day, tomorrow's not here. And yesterday's already gone. So all I have is these moments, Bedrin. You feel me? That's all I have. Mwah. So here's from me. Mwah. To you. Mwah. Stay good. Stay blessed. Do better. Because there is better in front of you. And for you. When you need. Love you loads. Thank you for coming back to Talvin Talks. Oh yeah, and also what I'm a part of, I'll soon start showcasing, because there are groups, places, things that encourage you. More so, I told you what faith does. There are groups around that are relating to you. If you're a social worker, go take your stress off with people that know how to stress relieve when they're dealing with people's problems all the time. There are people who do law and help people that they don't want to help, but get money that they need to sustain them and get bitter and all these things. I've known people like that. I have friends, family, people that I know like that. You need to unwind somehow. Get groups, get around people that are going to help and sustain you. Get your team around you for whatever you're doing. And yeah. Just keep an eye, because till then I'll just make you laugh. Ha ha ha. Love you loads.